It's Yomi here. I'm back. And while I'm not 100%, I am so much better than I was on Friday night. Friday night, I, like, my whole chest was tight. I felt like there was a sumo wrestler using my freaking head as a medicine ball. It was terrible. And then I still pushed through. I went to work on Saturday for a half day. And then I went to work again today for a whole shift. Came home, did the mom thing, shuttled one to a sweet 16, did mommy time with the other one, and I still braided my hair. Beast mode. I'm proud of myself because I pushed. So you have to take every victory as they come because Lord knows nothing is easy. So anyway, I'm so glad to be here. I've been receiving such positive feedback. I have people who are messaging me on my Facebook page, which is Heart Song Healing by Yomi, joining our group. We have a group on Facebook, which is a Heart Song Healing Advice and Encouragement group. So feel free to find us there. It's just been so great, and I really appreciate all of you. So anyhow, now for the issue at hand. I want to speak about leading with love. And this one inspired me. This topic inspired me because I decided I wanted to date. I'm single, and I said, you know what, I want to meet someone. So I went on a very popular dating website that I'm not going to name because I don't have accolades about the experience. So I don't want to say anything that could be interpreted as disparaging comments about the experience. But anyhow, I went on a popular dating site that has fantastic reviews. I met someone, and this is another reason why I don't want to trash the site, because I met someone and he's a great guy. And we clicked, but things went left, which is typically the way that things go if they don't move forward or go right? So things went left, and we came to the conclusion that while we were great people, we weren't great for each other. It just wasn't going to work, which is fine. But I want to talk about leading with love because I think that the biggest issue that we had, and the reason why it didn't work, it was communication. I communicate in a certain way, and he communicated in a different way. And when you would try to bring those two methods together, our two methods of communication together, they were so opposite that it was just totally negative. Like the interaction just was not positive. The messages were not being received. And I know for me, and I'm not saying that this is for every single person. Some people have a thicker skin. But I know for me that there's a certain way that I like to be handled. And the most effective way, it's my opinion that the most effective way to deal with someone is to lead with love. And when I say that, I mean that if you're going to correct someone in something that they've done wrong, if you're going to give someone constructive criticism, if you're going to tell someone not to do something, lead with love. Love should be the foundation of that interaction. If you love your children, if you love your husband, if you love your wife, anyone that you're with, the foundation of the relationship should be based and rooted in love. So anything that comes from that, and it should come from the root of love. So anything that blossoms from that should have love in it. So if you're in the middle of your emotions and you're leading with your emotional anger, or you're leading with your desire to be in control, or you're leading with your desire to be right, because it's important that you're right about whatever point you're trying to make, or you're leading with your desire to say, you hurt me, whatever it is, if you put that emotion that you're feeling at that moment ahead of the love that you have for that person, chances are they're never going to receive what you're saying to them. They're not going to receive it. And you want to know why they're not going to receive it? Because they're going to receive the emotion that you're feeling or the intention that you're feeling. And they're not going to receive the root of how you truly feel for them, which is that you love them. And if you love them and you want to preserve that relationship, it's well worth it to lead with love instead of the emotion that you're feeling in that moment. And I'm going to give you an example. As a parent, when you have a child and they do something wrong, you don't just haul off. Some people haul off and hit their kids and yell at their kids and scream at their kids. They're acting within the emotion of anger and frustration. And that's why kids could grow up to be timid and have issues as adults. But if you train up your children and lead them with love, it makes all the difference in how they receive criticism and how they interact with other people. It makes all the difference, because what's going to happen is that they're not going to be afraid to have constructive criticism when they go to work. They're not going to be timid when their boss tells them something. And if their boss is wrong, they won't be timid to stand up and say, this isn't right. So you have to lead with love. You have to start there, because that's where it'll end. If you lead with love, then it'll end with love, and the person will be so much more receptive to what you're trying to say, and the communication then becomes effective communication. That's why criticism should be constructive, because that's where the love is. When you're able to say, listen, I didn't really like this, but here's how you can improve it. It's so much better than just saying, I don't like it. All right, now what? How am I going to be able to work with you when you just put a period? Love puts the comma. You know what I'm saying? Like, love puts the comma on it so that it's like, okay, this isn't right, but let's do it this way. It's just so much better. It's so much more effective. And I wish that more people would think to do that. So it doesn't matter who you're dealing with, because I'm coming on 8 minutes and I sound like I've been smoking since the day I was born. But it doesn't matter who it is, be it your children, be it your family, be it your friends. Let your love motivate your words. Let your love motivate your confrontations. Let your love motivate your criticisms, because it'll be easier for them to receive it, and the communication will become effective, and then you will have compromise and resolution. Lead with love. It's just that simple. Over and out. This is Yomi. Please subscribe, like, share the message, comment. I love when everyone comments. I always comment back to everyone. And that's it. You can find me on Facebook, and you can add Heart Song Healing by Yomi. I think I said that earlier. And you can also find me on the site. I blog all the time. I'm losing it. Ooh. Yomi, heartsonghealing.com. Okay, so Yomi, Y-O-M-I, heart like the beat, song like singing. I'm not even going to try today. And healing like Band-Aid and Neosporin. Mm-hmm. All right, have a wonderful night, everyone. Be blessed.